I'm Morgan Moore, and thanks for joining us for another episode of the OEMC podcast, Answering the Call. We're joined with Sarah Mathers. Once again, we get to talk to her. It's our lucky day. We get to hear from her in 2 podcasts in a row. Let's talk about the DNC. That's what we talked about last time. You are the expert on all things DNC canvassing related, and that's kind of what we've been doing here at OEMC as well. So what's new? What are you guys working on now?
New exciting things are that the final perimeters have been released. So we have all of the details for both the United Center and McCormick Place, and that's been released publicly since July 25th.
We touched on it before, but now that we know the exact parameters of where things are going to be shut down, it's really not that big of an area of people that are going to be like directly impacted.
So if you look at these maps, you're going to see that around the United Center, that's a lot of parking lot that's in the red zone. So we have 2 zones, the red zone and the yellow zone. The red zone is where there will be really high fences, right? Like that stuff's going to be pretty secure. You're going to need credentials to get into that area. And the yellow zone is more areas where the foot traffic is allowed. And then to drive in those areas, you will need to show a valid ID and have your car quickly scanned just by dogs. Very, very quick process. But the idea was to make sure that people's impacts to their lives are as little as possible. Keeping people safe and also making sure that they can go about their day.
That's awesome. As we approach the DNC, obviously, we're just a few weeks away. What are the key things that people should know?
We want people to know, again, that Chicago knows how to do this, right? We know how to have big events. We know how to communicate to folks about the best ways to get around during that time. Again, more props to the OEMC app. There's a lot of great information, but we want people to know that we are going to still... You're going to notice the DNC is in town, right? And you should notice, and you should be welcoming all the people from all over the country that are here to participate in this large scale event. But it's not going to fully inhibit your life. You're going to be able to get around. We're going to work with you if you're in the perimeter to get to your job, to get to your home, to get to your appointments, to get everything that you need. We're doing that one-on-one touches with people, and we're able to work around people and work with people on this.
You mentioned big events. We just had Lollapalooza. The pictures, like every year, it still amazes me the number of people that are there and all the crowds that come in. This has a different component a little bit to it because we have all of these politicians that are going to be here, a lot more security. But like you said, it's something that Chicago knows how to deal with.
There were 100,000 people downtown in one location for Lollapalooza. That's a pretty big management deal that had a lot of different city departments that worked together, both private and public, to make sure that went off well. This is a much smaller footprint for this, and it's in areas that get those kind of big events. So McCormick Place has conventions pretty much every day of the year, right? You know, the United Center holds like 24,000 people, something like that. It's going to be a much smaller footprint. Yes, you will notice that it's in town. Yes, there will be dignitaries and elected officials that are coming in and out, but we're not closing down any roads consistently for them, right? They will be roving things that are going on, and I think you're not going to feel it as much as people are anticipating, right? We really want to bring down that temperature of what people are anticipating, and we think we're getting people comfortable with it because we're having ongoing conversations, ongoing interactions, and we're going to continue to do that until the day it ends.
Until the day it ends. Anything else I didn't ask you, or any other new points or new things that have come up since the last time we talked that you want people to know about?
I think that it is just really beautiful how people have come together on this, how city departments have come together, how we've worked on this, and how we've gotten this information out to people. We can always find somebody who doesn't know what's happening, but we're there to find that person and to inform them and to problem solve with them around any issue that they may find. We're going to have a great convention. We're going to showcase the beauty that the city is, Mayor Brandon Johnson's team and all the city departments have really worked well together to make this convention great, and we look forward to hosting everyone in this beautiful city.
Sarah, thanks so much for joining us once again here. We love having you, and I'm sure all this information is going to be very helpful for those people who live in and around the DNC sites.
Awesome. Thank you.
Like Sarah said, you can always download our app for all the information on everything you need to know about the DNC. You can visit chicago.gov/OEMC. Everything is on the website there as well. And make sure you sign up for those DNC text alerts. That's going to be your fastest way to get the most current, up-to-date information as well.